Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Mill. I'm the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. This is the reason why God and angels are considered men in the Bible, and how men end up becoming flesh. Now you need to know the Bible is one of the early stages of the as above so below correspondence to the hieroglyphics, and there's a lot of updated systems that corresponds to the hieroglyphics. So understanding the starting points of these things, especially going back to Mesopotamian and shit, it help you understand that it's a concept that it's a fire, water, air, and earth as an elemental temperament from virtues and principles. And fire is correlated to passion, light, imagination. Air is correlated to the word, logic, voices. You know, earth is correlated to temple, cave, rock. Water is correlated to, you know, emotions, women, feelings, and circumstances and houses that a man can go into, or a boy, which is a disembodied or begotten son, which is a thought that's an offspring from a previous thought, which would be considered the father. And these things are considered masculine. So when we start to look at within the Bible context, you stand corrected when you have more correspondences. There will be no text in the Bible that God or angel come to you if it's not in the context of the fire element, which is light or fire, or the vision, or the air element, which is the word, the staff, or the logic at hand, which will be the man term. So when you look in astrology, fire and air are the masculine elements, earth and water are the feminine elements. So when you understand astrology and everything is updated in today's time, you understand the starting points when they start to make their anthropomorphized concepts in a previous time for us to still have that type of mind frame and literature today. So this steps you into the mind frame of these Jews and these individuals who's writing these Bibles. So when you understand that, calling God or angels a man is purely an anthropomorphized concept of interpreting the fire and the air element to relay that message to individuals who may not understand what's going on the hieroglyphics or the sun transition. You see what I'm saying? And the different virtues and principles that have within us when we tap into our own visions, fire, and our own voices in our head, air element, which becomes the context of God being a personal God, because it's something you personally have. You have imagination and you have logic. And when you bring these things together with a woman, an emotion or earthly desire as far as something that pleases the flesh or the organ, you create terms of Adam and Eve with manifest children, which is circumstances and experiences in your life, which will be considered as nations also within the Bible. So keep that in mind also. And you experience death, because when you bring a thought and a feeling together, you experience an imagination that has a feeling. And this feeling is you separating your spirit from non-anything into something, and that's separation from the spirit world into a form. And these are desires or demiurges or concepts or worldviews or intellectual properties that the world have been creating as far as the government, for people to understand what's going on, not for you to take these things and think it's something else like a disembodied brain floating around the universe. But that is why God and angels are considered men, because there are anthropomorphized concepts in the Christianity concept of fire and air element. And I love y'all from the bottom of my heart.